All right, sure, yeah, it's another blue diver, but this one's not the typical blue diver. You guys have to give me that. You have to admit that. Of course, this is I think everyone's calling it the 62 MAS, but this is like the not the really limited expensive one. This is part of the line that are the more affordable ones. But this padi variant, I think, is, in my opinion, the best looking, at least the best looking dial. I even do like the minute hand being framed in red with these, the red marks at the 12, 3, 6, and 9 on the chapter ring. So, first of all, big thanks to Homer for sending this in. No surprise there. Homer's got awesome watches. He constantly sends them in. So, big thanks to Homer for supporting the channel. If you guys are interested in helping out with the channel in any way, just go ahead and email me. I'll put my email in the description. Hit me up. We'll see if we can work something out. So, pretty standard affair here. 120 click Seiko action here. Everything lines up really good. Bezel action's good. You can see the colorway on this. You have a nice, almost anodized looking blue bezel. Really good brush and polished transitions on this case. And then let's talk about the measurements, I guess, real quick before we get on to too much of the cosmetics. I usually do it in that fashion, I guess. This is a 43 mil watch. I think I measure it just barely under 43, but it's basically 43, and it's going to wear like a 43. The Lug To Lug is 49.85 drilled lugs on this guy. The thickness is 14 mil. There is a ever so slightly domed sapphire crystal on this guy, 20 millimeter lug widths. So usually those measurements don't really matter when it comes to a Seiko watch, but I have to say with this one, it's a little more true to size. Some people are going to love it. Some people are not going to love it. So I'm going to give you a wrist shot here on my 7.25 inch wrist. Of course, it wears fine. Like I can totally wear this size watch, but it doesn't have that weird magic feel that a lot of the cushion cases of, like, say, the SKX or the Turtle have with the Seiko lineup. It's definitely more straightforward in its size presentation, if you will. So not that that's bad. I think it wears really good, and it has definitely a good presence. Paired up with this factory Seiko silicone strap is actually a home run as far as comfort. The only complaint I have, and I've mentioned it before, is I'm actually not a big fan of the metal keepers, but that's personal preference. I know a lot of people do like them. They do match really well, and they're finished really nicely. But I like the Uncle Seiko style one where it has the rubber keepers. It just holds things in place better, in my opinion. So really nice screw down crown, 200 meter watch, 6R15 movement, sapphire crystal. You can see the case back as a screw down case back, labeled as such, special edition, made in Japan. This was a JDM release. This is the sbdc055, as you can see here on the hang tag. 85,000 yen. I forget what the actual price was listed at. You see you got a little padi tank here too. I'm not going to mess with that too much. You get a special presentation box over here. The best I can tell, these are trending on the secondary market used, I think, around the $600 price point. You might see them, go a little bit higher, get a low of that, but I think that's a good round number. Around 600 is going to be probably a safe spot, depending on condition and all that good stuff, and shop the seller too, obviously. That price would be as of, I don't even know what today is, towards the end of March 2019. So just so you have a timeline on that, so you're not watching this 3 years down the road and being like, hey Rob, these are $1,500, because that could happen, even though it's not a limited edition, because this dial is amazing and it is sought after. I mean, that pattern, that squiggly pattern on there, and then the way it graduates from the really rich blue, depending on the light that you get it in, natural light or these studio lights, and then it goes really dark into black. You have a black chapter, and then again with the red accents in there. And of course you have this really nice bezel insert here. I'm assuming that's some sort of coating on top of it. think there was a DiaShield tag in here too, so I'm pretty sure this has that scratch resistant coating on there too. So it's a little marked up just from handling some little specs and everything like that. But if you haven't tried one of these and your wrist size can support it, there's other versions of this, of course. Definitely check them out. And also, I just noticed as of recent, Strapcode has released some bracelets with, I believe, fitted end links. Now, of course, you could always do straight end links with these, which would be fine, but you can see how Seiko kind of flares out this strap here. So, you know, a 20 mil is going to look a little bit different in there. So I think going with a fitted one, maybe it will hone in that case to bracelet transition a little bit better. So definitely check out the Strapcode. Actually, I'll try, if I can remember to do it, I'll put a link in the description to the Strapcode website where I found the fitted end link bracelet options for these, and they're reasonably priced. I think around $100, maybe $110 if you buy direct from them. And for a new release bracelet with their quality, I think that would be a good alternative to the strap or even the factory Seiko bracelet. Then you have some other options as far as different styles, links, and everything like that. So definitely something to check out. So I'm going to close you out with a Loom Shot here. If I forgot anything, let me know. You guys usually do, but pretty sure I've seen this dial in a previous mod. Oh yeah, the dual loom never disappoints. I mean, you got Seiko loom and then you have that dual loom. This might have been one of the earlier watches that they started doing that dual loom on, and I absolutely love it. You know, here's like a standard Seiko turtle. Actually, this is the SKX dial. I don't have a standard turtle dial laying around, but they're pretty much all the same as far as the regular green loom. It's nice that a little bit bluer greenish formula they use, and they do the dual application like that. Is I wish that was on every watch. I look forward to more and more of them having that colorway going on. So, all right, guys, thanks for watching, and a big thanks to Homer for lending this in. I'll see you in the next vid.